everyone, it's Rhonda here from Nelson's Soapery. I have my jumper on because it is absolutely freezing in Melbourne. The storm has hit and that is tragical for Melbourne, but you know, typical Melbourne, always raining. So anyway, let's get on to this video. So what I thought I would do today is do a video all about me packing an order that I got from Faire, because quite a lot of people actually ask me to do orders. I don't do a lot of them online, but I thought this one may give you also a little bit of value and insight to, you know, how you actually pack an order for wholesale, what's involved, how many products you get, and of course I will show you the products as we go along. So first of all, you're going to start with something like this. Now this is the order form that you would get through Faire. So once somebody actually orders through there, you'll get an email. Usually if you've got a Shopify account, you know, you will actually get a ding ding to say you've got a sale, but if not, you'll get an email, and in that email will say you have a sale. Go on to Faire and fix that up. And then basically all you do is you just log on to Faire, and then you actually choose the date so that you can let the customer know when you're going to ship that out. So for instance, for me, for wholesale, I have a 5-day turnaround. So and that's a 5 business day turnaround. So basically it gives me time to pack everything up, make sure it's secure, and so on. So that's basically what happens. And then on this form here, I just tick off everything as I go along. You put that in for the customer, and when they get it, they can tick off the items and so on. So it's really quite simple actually, and I really do love Faire's platform. It's very easy to use. I'm not sponsored by them at all, just to let you know, but it's very, very easy to use. I can definitely say that. And I'm on Trade Square and also Faire, but today we're going to be talking just about Faire because I've talked about Trade Square in the past, and Faire is new to Australia, but of course it's really well known in the US and many other countries. So let's get going and we'll pack up this order. So first of all, to show you, this is what I do. I have them in this massive big basket. It's huge, it's very heavy, and this is all for this order. So once I get the order, I literally just go along my shelves at the back, I pick the order, I turn them around to make sure they've got all their, you know, legals and things like that that they need on them, and so on. And I just double check everything to make sure that it's all going out, because there's nothing worse than the customer getting it and then calling you and you've got to go and fix it, because if I have to send another thing out, that actually costs more money for me, because then I've got to pay and so on. So like I said, we've got this here, and now we'll put this aside, and as we go along, like I said, I will show you. And then I have my box on the ground that I go and pop all this into. Well, it's not really on the ground, it's on like a little step on the ground, and then I'm basically going to go and pop all of these in. So let's get ready. Now before we get ready, I thought I would show you in here. So this is basically what I do for mine. It just has like some foam sheets that I've popped in there, and then of course I have the bio peanuts. But if it's like a jar, well obviously, you know, a plastic jar doesn't need all of the peanuts that you would use if you had, say, bath bombs. So that's generally what I do, and I try and put like jars and things at the bottom, bath bombs on top, so that they're less likely to be crushed. And do make sure you're spending quite a bit of time with the packaging, because that's what gets the product to them in one piece. Honestly, I think I've had 1 or 2 breaks in hundreds of items I've sent out. So, you know, wrapping it and making sure that you're getting that side right is absolutely key to a good item. So we're going to pop that aside, and now let's just show you what I'm up to. So in this particular order, this is actually a gift store it's going to. And one thing too, because of COVID, many stores, what they're actually doing now is I've noticed, and it's quite amazing. So even if it's, say, a post office, a bakery, a newsagent, anything like that, a lot of them have a gift element to their store. So then what they're actually doing is, of course, they're popping in gift things, because that gives them another income, rather than just, you know, if it was a post office, just postal items and so on. The same as if it was a bakery, people can buy the baked goods and then they can go to the other side, and then of course they can buy some beautiful products as well. So I think it's quite a clever you know, way to do all of these things, and especially near Christmas, people will come in and go, oh great, I need a little gift, and buy it. So this, people have bought some of these gorgeous ones. So these are my lavender bath bombs. All of my bath bombs are actually boxed, and inside the box I wrap them in foam, and that way it just allows for everything to go perfect, so I don't need to stress about it. So sorry I'm looking down, but I'm grabbing them as I go along. So we'll grab those. So like I said, this person has got 4 of these ones here. And I'm just using a standard box, and then I create my labels, as many of you know. They've also bought these, which is my beautiful body butters. I sell a lot of these, and this is the lavender one. Lavender is always a big seller, so they've also bought 4 of that. And a lot of people actually buy mine in, because I have sections, like I'll have all peony, and then I'll have all lavender and all mint or whatever. So they'll actually buy several of the same scent, and then they'll put them in a gift pack. That's very common for a lot of stores. So like I said, they've got this gorgeous lavender one, and so they are the beautiful body tubs as well. And let me get one behind and I'll show you. So this is obviously a watermelon one, but this is what it looks like inside the box. It's just a beautiful body butter cream. So they have got those ones, like I said. They have also bought the body cream in this beautiful one here, which is my vintage, I think. Yep, it's called Miss Vintage. And that is a beautiful, like, kind of a fig. It's got like fig and flowers and so on, but it's a beautiful one, that one. It's really one of my favorite ones in the body butter. I really love it. So they bought 4 of that one. So let me just pop those aside. And I've already marked them off, just so you know. So that's why I'm not marking them off as we're talking. This one here, I reckon this would probably be the most popular body butter one I do, and this one here is my mint one. As all of you know, I design all of these as well. I just thought I would say that again so you know. This one's called Birchmont Mint, and that's a beautiful, like, mint watercress, sort of a bit of water lily type scent. It's really beautiful, and none of my scents are just a straight scent. I mix them all. So, as I said, we'll pop that one aside. But, I mean, how beautiful are these packaging? I mean, if I went to a store and I seen all those packaging, I'd be like, oh my goodness, give me them. I would so buy them. And talking about that, I actually went to a store in Warragul, where I live in this. I live in the southeast of Melbourne, which is a couple hours out of Melbourne. It's getting towards Gippsland, which is the cold, kind of lots of farms around here, lots of cows and things like that, milking stations for cows. And anyway, I went to this little new gift store. Oh my goodness, so beautiful and really, really well done, like so nice. I spoke to the lady there, and she said, and they had a lot of candles, and you know, similar to what we're doing, candles, body butters and so on. And I said to her, look, I'd love to do a video for my you know, my followers on YouTube. And she said, oh great, come in. So I'm going to email her and set up a time. So hopefully I can bring you a video on that, and that will show you, you know, how important it is to create levels, and to, you know, just, you know, marketing your products, and, you know, not just sitting them on the shelf, but really making a zone for each product, because I think what they've done there is beautiful, like so amazing. So hopefully she lets me go back in and do it. She did say yes, so we will see. So that is for that. And then they have bought these beautiful ones. I made some new ones for them. And these are my magnesium power. They're a magnesium bath bomb, and they just feel really lovely. I've been having a lot of questions actually about the magnesium. A lot of people are saying their bath bombs are taking a lot longer to dry and so on. Now, I will tell you, I have the dehumidifier on from when I make them to about 10 hours later. So even when I go to bed, the dehumidifier is still going. It's pretty much going all the time in here, and in summer the air conditioner and everything will be going all the time. So, and that's so that my lip balms don't go horrible and things like that. So that is really important, everybody. So I just thought I would tell you that. And if you're making magnesium bath bombs and you're thinking that they're too wet, it means usually that you've got too much liquid. So even if you use my recipe, because it will work of course in different environments and it will perform differently. So if you're feeling like it's too wet, you can always add some more bicarb in it, or some cornstarch or something like that. But I suggest just adding in more bicarb, and I've done that myself when the weather's been a bit different. So anyway, like I said, I thought we would talk about that. And of course, there they are. Look how beautiful they are. And, you know, as I always say, you've got to make your packaging look good, because as my dad would say, eye appeal is buy appeal. And he was so right. You know, because the thing is, we're not going to go, oh, what's inside that? Because you can't see it. It's a box. So this box has to really talk about what's in it. And, you know, if I just did this, I could just do this plain purple. And people might like the colour purple, but if you don't like that colour purple, you'll go, But then having a picture like that, people go, oh, yeah, that looks... And if you have a look, because this is meant to kind of be like a relaxing, muscle-relaxing kind of bath bomb. And if you have a look at the top, it gives you that kind of spa-like feel. So it's kind of telling you a story through the picture. So I hope you get what I'm saying. So that's something to think about when you're designing. And of course the last one, because there is 4 of those. Now we get into the melts. I do sell quite a lot of melts. When I first started doing melts, I thought, who's going to buy melts? Because they're kind of easy to make. But a lot of people say to me they just really love the scent of them. They feel they're strong. So, and I don't put extra. I put what is the required amount, because you can't go over it, because the wax can't hold it anyway. So anyway, they have got these ones here, which the first one is orange patchouli. This is a big seller for me, always has been. So there's 4 of those. This year I'm going to cut out a few of my scents, and I'm a bit sad about that. But, you know, I've just got too many. But I think orange patchouli may have to stay, because it is definitely one of my best sellers. And my orange patchouli is not a normal smell. It kind of has a cinnamon, quite a warm orange to it, a little bit of vanilla in it. It's just not your standard orange. And of course it has the patchouli as well. So next they have bought these ones. These are the melts. These are my blooming rose. I always sell a massive amount of blooming rose. Make sure you put all your instructions on the back, everyone, as well. That is super, super important. So we will pop these ones aside. And they have also bought my French pear. I do sell quite a lot of French pear. I bought that in not so long ago. And that's a big seller, the French pear. Once again, lavender. I mean, you know, I sell lots of the lavender ylang. Super popular. And this one, which is one that I really like. I mean, you can smell it through the box. I mean, it's beautiful and strong. And this is lemon butter. It kind of smells like grandma's lemon pie. That's what it reminds me of. It's a warm one once again, and so on. Now I'm going to try and lift these up so that I can show you how many melts. So these are all the melts they're bought. And that's what I mean. I sell a lot of melts. So please don't think, oh, you know, I'm never going to sell them. There's so many on the market. But one thing that you've got to remember is my melts look different to everyone else's. They're not in that standard plastic container. They are inside them, they are wrapped in like a plastic, because they have to be, in case it gets too warm and they melt, and then at least they could get it out of the plastic. If it was in the box, it'd just stick, wouldn't it? But, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to make my products look a little different to what's on the market. So I think that is a big selling point. Now, last but not least, they have also bought some shower steamers. So let me show you those. They have bought 6 of these, and this one here is my rose patchouli one. You know, look, anything with patchouli and rose, or patchouli and lemon, patchouli and orange, patchouli and lime, they're all big sellers. And look, personally, patchouli is not my jam. I mean, it's not my favorite, but, you know, it is very popular. And then they've also bought this one, which is a lavender-based one with tea tree as well. So they bought 6 of those. And they have also bought 6 of these, which are blue gum. So this is like an Australian blue gum, kind of eucalyptus one. But it's really lovely, really lovely. Now, I thought, oh, I'll tell you about this as well. When I was wrapping these, I thought, you know, like the smell of eucalyptus is very strong. And no matter whether I bagged them twice, I wrapped them, no matter what I did, even though the shrink wrap around the actual product. So obviously they come like this. This is sort of what they come like. And then I shrink wrap them and then I put the paper on them. But even when I was shrink wrapping them twice, they were seeping through the paper label, and I thought, why? But anyway, that's just normal. So do remember, if you're doing something like that, it's the way it's going to happen. Sorry, my husband came in and I had to go and come back again. So we have pretty much finished it. The only thing I haven't put in is my my next one, which is this one here, which is peppermint wood, and it's a peppermint sandalwood type one. So I will just wrap that up, and then the order has finished. So this particular order, I think, has roughly 58 items in the product list, and you know, generally for me, when I'm selling wholesale, I sell around 300 to 500. I've had a few over 1,000 wholesale, but generally the 300 to 400, I reckon 300 to 400 is more probably accurate. But anyway, I hope this has given you some sort of insight to what it's like to do a wholesale order. So from here, I just go on to Australia Post Business. That's who I send through. And I just load the tracking number back through to Faire so that they know, and then the customer will know that the items are coming out to them. And then that's it. And then I get paid a month after I send the item out on Faire. That's how it works. You can choose to be paid one day after the item goes out, but then that actually means that they take an extra 3%, and I just think, well, I don't need to be paid within a day, so it's okay. And I know it sounds like a month, but once you start doing the orders, you will like literally get money every week. So if you get an order every week, you're going to get money every week, but it just takes that time to start with, which is a bit hard when you're kind of waiting for money. But you know, or like, you know, if you're on any other platform, they have different ways to do it as well. Faire also pay for the shipping, so that's something I really like. That is very beneficial, because in Australia shipping is crazy. Anyway, I hope you've loved this video. I will get going now because my husband's going to put the new lights in my studio, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.